So this is like 5 minutes from my apartment on the border of Berlin and Brandenburg. So it's obviously very green because this is where like the countryside starts. This is a cycle lane, if you can see it. People are always cycling. When the weather's nice, it's like a lot of people. And that white building is a hotel. That is a hotel over there. Here's this cycle lane. It goes on for kilometers. And here's a river called the Havel. And everyone's got boats. Loads and loads of boats. I actually want to buy a boat. I want to buy a boat at some point. They're not that expensive actually. They're not like, you can get boats for like a few £1,000s. Definitely worth it actually. So here is like a crazy nice place. You can see cyclists cycling right in the middle of this forest. It's basically a forest with a cycle lane in it. The sign says, "I give a shit about you." And then here is like a restaurant. You can see it's like a restaurant. A lot of like weddings take place here, like the wedding reception. So I've been here a few times, and you see like a woman who's in a white dress to get married. And one of the reasons it's so popular is because right here is a sandy beach and the river Havel again. And this river is where I swim. It's a swimming place which you can go. It gets really deep, so it's extremely dangerous, but especially when it's wavy. But if you don't go in too deep, it should be fine. It's always fine. I'm not dead yet. So it's 5th of September now, but you know, like 2 weeks ago, on this sand was like hundreds of people, kids. Because people come here when it's sunny. But yeah, it's still a bit sunny today, but not like 2 weeks ago. So a crazy nice place. Yeah, it's basically like there's a forest here, so I'm cycling through a forest. Cycle lane through the forest, and then it's like a beach. And then this restaurant, wedding reception place, pub. I heard that in the past people would be able to even drink the water. It was so clean. You can still kind of swim in it, but people used to be able to drink the water. Here are ducks. And yeah, I mean, like, that's what capitalism does. I mean, we have something like a nice river here, but because of all the companies, they dump their rubbish inside, and yeah, it's just toxic. You can't drink it, and it's, yeah, I guess you could swim, but it's dirty. But it's very nice otherwise. It's still pretty nice. I don't want to complain too much. So here's a cycle lane where I'm going down. This lane goes on for like, just like this, for like 6 kilometers, 7 kilometers. And here are really nice houses. These houses, amazing. They're very small, but it's like people, I think they use them as holiday homes, or like older people, they've retired. It's really very nice. And they don't cost much. It's actually a place I want to eventually live, quite soon maybe. So this is a major difference between England and Germany, because look, there's a road here for cars. I just saw like a big truck, a big truck go past. And here's a cycle lane. So I come from this cycle lane, which means you don't have to share with cars if you're cycling. And like in England, you're always having to share with cars. You know, if you're in the countryside, you have cars going 50 miles an hour. Like these cars are going 40, 50 miles an hour. But here in Germany, yeah, you basically have your own lane. Like imagine me on the same lane as that car. Look how fast they want to go. But in Germany, you've got your own cycle lane. So here's my bike. It's a road bike. So I'm on that cycle lane. But here is an entrance to a forest, which I can't go because I don't have the right bike for it. I do have a bike with really thick tires. It's not with me now, and you can go through these lanes. It's really fun. Deep in the forest. So yeah, I've done 30 kilometers riding. I'm about 4 kilometers left, I think I'm gonna do. And this is this nice restaurant, wedding place in the middle of the forest here. And here's my bike. And the sandy beach and the sea. And I'm not gonna swim. I went twice this week swimming, and I probably should go tomorrow, because I don't just want to do cycling. You have to do the upper body, but I don't think I'm going to swim. And then in the background, there are all these boats, people going sailing. It's like the most relaxed thing in the world is sailing, I think. It's better than cycling because when you're sailing, you go, water is more calm, less people than even cycle lanes. So it's really nice sailing. Yeah. Sandy beach. And, oh yeah, last thing. I don't know if it comes across in the camera, but there. That's where I come from, cycle lane. So the cycle lane goes through the forest. So I'm right next to the water now. And there's like a boat which is anchored over there. Just hang out all day. And here's a group of rowers. Can I do it? Like serious, proper sports people. Yeah, it's quite cool here. It's funny because I guess people are working now. But like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, you would come here because it's like beach stuff. Must have been hundreds of people, hundreds and hundreds. So all this water was full with people. It was like the tube, the underground. Now it's quite empty. Here's my bike. Sign saying Badestelle, which is like a place to go, like sunbathing, to go lying down. Badestelle. This is called Jagdhaus. It's such a cool name, Jagdhaus. It's Jagd means it means hunting, so it's like a hunting place. So it's probably back in the day, people would come to the forest hunting, and they would probably come to this inn. They would chill and sleep, maybe. And finally, this place is we buy ice cream and stuff, really expensive, but it's closed now because less people. Now on a bridge on this part of the river. This part of the river. That's a pretty nice view. There's a guy who's in a wheelchair. He comes here every day. So every time I come here I see him and he's like often half an hour, he's just on the bridge staring. I should probably talk to him one time. He's got one leg, he's in a wheelchair. It's a very, very relaxing place to sit down. Yeah, very good view. Here's a bridge. Actually quite dangerous bridge if you're cycling. I once skidded and fell. It's kind of dangerous, but so you have to be careful, but really nice view. I mean, this view goes far.